Okay. In this lesson, I will be giving you a discussion on the effects of physical activity to digestive system. This is our concern as future physical education teacher because we want to relate how our understanding would help our students relate digestive system to their physical activities. So uh, we will discuss the effects of physical activity to the digestive system. Okay. Now, these are some of the effects of it. Now, of the muscles, the contraction rather of the intestinal muscles promotes the promotes the absorption of the nutrients by the intestine. Now, physical activity causes this contraction. Okay, when you are physically active, the contraction in your intestinal wall is improved, although naturally this will contract, no, because of the autonomic nervous system. Okay, yung sa autonomic nervous system ninyo, mag-contract man talaga yan siya. But physical activity can actually augment the contraction, hence promoting better absorption of the nutrients. Because without, kahit anong kinain mo, kahit gaano kasustansya kinain mo, wala namang absorption, wala din. Lalabas lang yun siya sa large intestine, pupunta dito, maso-store, magiging feces at lalabas din sa buong katawan ninyo. So, ganun yun siya. So, physical activity promotes a better absorption. Next, now, most of the sports actually demands strong abdominal muscles, 'di ba? Kasagaran talaga, halos lahat ng sports actually demands a strong core. Okay, this is the core. Okay? Ito talaga ang wino-workout ng halos lahat ng sports. They should have a strong core. And in that manner, this demands of the strong core actually promotes proper functioning of your digestive system and the removal of the stool. The stool that is stored in your large intestine should be removed. It should not be stored there because there are toxins that is residing in the unabsorbed nutrients or unabsorbed materials from your intestine, and then it was not absorbed, then masostore dito. It has to be removed. Otherwise, magsistay dyan siya. Yan nakalimitan nangyayari. Sometimes nagko-constipate and sometimes ito yung nafa-found out ngayon na magkukos ng cancer kasi nga hindi na-release. So, physical activity actually helps you to remove your stool, no? Hindi siya naso-store, no? In an average, dapat nagpupupo tayo once a day or twice a day, mabuti yon. Now, this PA is ideal for individuals with constipation. Okay, alam niyo naman ang constipation, di ba? Hardening of the stool. Okay, physical activity also increases the oxygen level supply in your body, hence reduces your stress level. Kasi nga nag-exercise kayo because of the demands of oxygen, madaming oxygen ng katawan kasi nga of the exchange of gases brought about by physical activity, then the oxygen level of the body increases, hence reduces the level of stress. Kasi sometimes it's just the oxygenation na ang problema sa atin. Yung feeling na mabigat ang katawan, no? Walang energy kasi nga hindi nakakapasok yung oxygen doon sa cells because lesser ang physical activity natin. So, red flags for digestive system. Red flags, ha? May mga red flags tayo. Remember the red flags, yung bantayan natin as PE teachers, may mga red flags tayo. Although sports or physical activity enhances the digestive system, however, too much of it, no? Too much of it can actually also damage the body. Intense sports and practice with poor supervision, no? Yung mga, yung mga coaches na hindi masyado knowledgeable about the body, chances are the athletes are poorly supervised, it can lead to digestive complications, no? And what are these digestive complications that I'm going to bring about? I'm sure some of you experience this intense sports practices and ang ending nagka-indigestion, sumakit ang tiyan, hindi walang gana kumain. Those are just some of the indications that you are damaging your digestive system. So one is ischemic complications. What is this ischemic complications? Now, during intense physical exertion, the blood is directed primarily to the muscles, no? Lungs, and the heart, and the brain. You know what? Pag nag-physical activity tayo, automatic yan ng katawan, lahat ng energy, no? Ibibigay niya sa apat na ito para mag-cope up. As a result, the amount of blood to the digestive tract reduces by 80%. So, hindi sila nagsashunt. Tawag dito shunting. Okay? Yan, shunting. Sinashunt ng katawan, no? Hindi pinapadaan ang blood. Hindi pinapadaan ang blood doon sa digestive tract because all of it are directed to the brain, the heart, and the lungs. That is why I was telling you before that eating after, oh no, no, uh, exercising or physical activity, intense physical activity after eating is not good because this will cause semic lesions, lack of oxygen, no? Nagkukulang ang oxygen doon sa loob ng katawan in the digestive mucosa, doon sa intestine ninyo, yung sa pipe, especially sa small intestine, no? And this effect weakens the digestive system and induces production of toxic substances, which is called such as endotoxins. These are toxins. These toxic substances will cause several symptoms, including diarrhea. So, tamang timpla lang, no? Tamang timpla ng physical activity at the correct timing. Correct timing, ha? Pakinggan niyo yan siya. Correct timing. Hindi mag-e-exercise after eating. Give yourself at least 2 to 3 hours. Yun ang suggested ng mga experts. Okay? Now, athletes are often affected by digestive disorders, diarrhea, or gastric influx. These diseases are common, especially when athletes practice over a long distance. So, dugay kayo mag-practice 3 hours na 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours gid siya practice, no? Walay pahulay. Ana siya. Okay? Now, mechanical complications, no? There's also mechanical complications here. Now, during physical activity, especially the runners, there are a lot of sports that requires running, no? Ang daming sports that requires running. The runners, the impact of that in the ground generate vibrations of the abdominal wall, which cause a sensation of digestive discomfort, di ba? Di ba nakatry mo ana after kain magdagandagan o maglakaw-lakaw, magsakit ang kilid, no? May discomfort, no? That's your digestive system telling you, uy, ayo sa pagsige kiat. Okay, there are contradictory studies on the effect of running on intestinal transit. However, it is undeniable that runners are more likely to suffer from diarrhea and bloating compared to the general population. So again, physical education is to promote um, healthy lifestyle. No? Hindi naman ang objective natin talaga is for sports. No? Leave that to the experts na mga coaches. No? Sa physical education, it is health that we are going to focus. Na the habit of physical activity, yun ang ating general objective. Kung merong maging athletes sa inyong mga bata, then endorse them. Okay, have them go to professional coaches because they need proper attention. Okay? professional coaches. All right, let's move on. Now, how to avoid gastric disorders when practicing sports. Okay, ito yon. These are knowledge that you are going to use whenever and wherever you are in your field later. No, magtuturo ba kayo ng health, magtuturo mga kayo ng physical activity. This is one of the things that you should consider because you don't want your kids to be injured. No, instead na maging healthy sa klase ninyo na injured na tuloy. Okay, one, avoid fatty, spicy, fermented, and acidic foods since they are more difficult to digest. No? Mahilig pa naman tayo sa french fries. Mahilig tayo sa mukbang, no? Sa mga spicy, no? As again, this is a call for moderation. Okay? Moderation lang talaga yan mga mahal sa buhay. Okay, next. Avoid doing physical activity directly after eating. It is best to wait, ito yung sinasabi ko, 3 hours after meal to avoid gastric disorders. Okay, di ka mo after exercise, then you can eat, okay lang yun kakain. Pero before exercising, avoid. After exercising, hala kumain kayo or mag-rest. Eto, okay, drink small amounts of water. When you are physically active, when you are in your practice, or when you are playing your sports, just drink small amounts of water. Huwag masyado madami because it will overload your stomach, which will make you work slow. No? Kung konti-konti lang, no? Duha ka tulon or isa ka tulon, yun lang. But hindi talaga, no? Kasi it will slow you down, especially pagnana mo sa tournament. Small amounts of water. Okay, next. Avoid feeling stressed during competition. No? Pag nag-compete gani, ayun na ka-stress yung kinabuhi. Okay? Feeling too much stress. Kasi hindi na noon na siya hormones na stimulate ng growth. Kung hindi, ang lalabas na niya is cortisol na noon, stress hormone na noon siya. Okay? So, whenever you are to engage in a competition, avoid getting too much stress. Although stress sometimes is good, yung kulba, pero too much of it, avoid nyo. Manage yourself. Okay? And of course, your athletes in the future. Okay, ito yung mga digestive system facts, no? I'm not gonna describe them one by one because I would just like you to get to go over it, no? I-attach ko lang ito sa classwork and then just go over it because all those are self-explanatory. But I would just like to show you just to browse. Okay, ito yon, no? Okay, digestive facts. So, you read this, ano yung mga interesting facts dito. These are all self-explanatory. You have to know these facts. Okay? So, that's it guys. This is our last lecture for this term. I hope you get to learn what you need in order for you to succeed in this course. You want to become a physical education teacher, then your knowledge for anatomy and physiology is a must. No, it's an edge. If you know many things about anatomy and physiology, it's an edge. Kahit saan kayo ilagay, you have you can pull whatever ideas, no? Kasi ang alam ko is basically talaga pag PE teacher ka, you have a knowledge on anatomy and physiology kasi kahit anong field, kahit anong specialization mo, you can always go back to your knowledge for um, in in the anatomy and physiology.